if you go into actually my Discord right now, there is instructions. There are now actual video instructions on joining the movie nights.
Yes.
And it's my husband playing this game in the background because I see somebody be streaming while I was doing this. And this thing looks like it's made on Excel and MS Paint.
Oh gosh, one of those.
Yes.
I've seen those before and I'm like, huh? Just looks like a paint by numbers. I'm like, what on earth?
Yeah, sometimes he'll show me. He'll be like, "Hey, do you want to see the cool graphics here? This is a missile, and it's literally like a black line and a red line, and that's it." Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanaticure on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
Welcome back, everybody!
Time for another episode of Two Lacquered Ladies.
Heck yeah! I got approximately an hour and a half of sleep last night.
Oh, excellent. We're going to make some good content today.
Yes! I'm gonna be awake and alert, and it's gonna go perfectly. So that's how I'm feeling. Danny, how are you today?
I'm feeling good today. It's been adjustments, getting back into the school year and stuff, and I got some sleep. I took a shower. Feeling good. And I streamed right before this, that was really nice. I love streaming.
Yeah, I caught the end of it because you were still doing it when we were supposed to be doing the podcast.
It's not my fault. You can blame Doomed Red Shirt. She released the dragon, so I had to go get a cup of roaches and my pet lizard out, and that took some time.
Sorry I'm late. I had to get a cup of roaches and my pet lizard. You know how it is.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I do know how it goes. I came in there and I was like absolutely dead on my feet. So I was like, oh, Danny's still streaming. Thank God. I was like, disgraceful. I've never run over on a stream.
Never gone like
life.
3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah. Speaking of, I went over a lot this last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because I had Plus Life Lacquer on my stream.
Yes. Oh, I forgot that was that recent. Like, I don't know. Time is warped for me.
It won't be that recent for the audience.
That's true.
Because the one that's going up tomorrow or 2 days from now is pre-recorded, and this one's it's going to be a lot of chair squeaking in the background there. And this one's going up 2 weeks from now.
Look at us. We're so good.
I know.
Doing our jobs.
Professionals. So yeah, I had Summer on my stream, and it was incredible, and oh my goodness, Summer went above and beyond in like prepping for the stream.
Ooh, the hype was real. It was so cool. That editing that you guys did with the glitching out of your stream and like the horror takeover. Oh, that was neat.
Yeah, it was. So here's how that all went down. So basically, what happened was, when my stream started, it kind of looked normal, but then these glitches started happening, because if you end my stream, you might know about my countdown at the very beginning. It starts 5 minutes before I go live, and so people can, come in and whatever, and I have time to say that I'm live and have a link that actually works to send people to my stream. So while that was up, it was glitching, and the sound gets weird. You're laughing.
I was gonna say, even the music got all weird. It was so
cool. So she made like a little mock-up of that just by like recording a little bit of one of my VODs and showed it to me and was like, how do you like that? I'm going to use it for promos. And I'm like, I freaking love that. It's amazing. And then from there, she was like, do you think I could redesign your overlay? And I was like, twist my arm, why don't you? I said, absolutely. Here's the PDFs. My overlay is done by Really Star. And it's incredible. Mm-hmm. So she took all of the assets of my original overlay and just did the same exact aspect ratio and everything, and changed it around, scratched out my name, wrote it different.
Yeah.
Turned my hunky Dream Phone boys into characters from Resident Evil 2, yes. Which this was the Resident Evil 2 collection.
Yes. And I got confused by that because I don't play video games. And I kept quoting from Resident Evil 4, the annoying character that keeps going, Leon! And y'all didn't know what I was talking about.
I did finally watch that video you posted, and I was like, she sure is yelling Leon.
Leon! And she just does that the whole game, apparently.
So I was watching a Wendigoon video. Speaking of Leon, I was watching a Wendigoon video because for those of you who don't know, I have a new internet obsession, and that is Wendigoon, the YouTuber. I love him. I think he is extremely attractive, both physically and personality-wise. And sorry, he is one of my dream lovers now. But the point is that he was showing off this company that makes like signs for your wall, that pieces of art that are on metal, basically. And he had a vaporwave picture of Leon.
Oh my!
As one of those things.
Leon.
And I was like, okay, first I didn't know he liked Vaporwave, which he was very like, I love Vaporwave in this. And so I was like, you and I, sir. Not that I thought we wouldn't get along, but we would get along.
Yes. My original stream theme was all Vaporwave stuff. I love it, but I've shifted into this like, what do you even call my stream thing? Like natural?
Yeah,
with
like koi pond realness.
Koi pond realness. There you go.
Yes, plus lizard.
Plus lizard. It's a little more me, but I love Vaporwave stuff too. Yeah.
Honestly, it just really makes me think of you. I don't look at your stream and it's the Danny Shout aesthetic, basically.
It's fish and lizards, man.
Yeah, fish and lizards. That's what we got. That's what's going on here. Add some cockroaches to the mix.
Yeah.
So she did that, and then she just kept asking me, can I do this? Can I do that? And I was like, yes. I am a yes man. I'm like, you want to do something cool? Approved. And then I said, hey, if you have time, could you do that whole thing to my entire countdown? And we were going to have to do this in OBS because Danny knows why, because things don't work when you stream with two people on Twitch Studio.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, so we used OBS, and OBS's countdown's bad. This is all information you don't need, but it's true. OBS's countdown is bad. So I was really happy to just be able to play a video of it. And then in the 2 hours before we went live, I just really quickly opened up Audacity, and I took the two songs that I used to open my stream. They're always the same two songs because I just like how they flow into opening the stream. And I went to Epidemic Sound, where I get those, and I went to their sound library, and I found just a bunch of like different scary, fun, glitchy noises. Also, last episode where we were talking about Barbie, well, it won't be the last episode from this, but the last episode we put up since
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago.
That's where you learn to bleep things.
Oh,
we
yes,
now have the power of bleeps.
Yes, I learned how to bleep. So I was able to add some static, some white noise, some bleeping, some, noises into it. And we just kind of ran them simultaneously and screen recorded. And that's what we put out.
It was so cool.
Thank you. I love meeting people, and Danny knows this because I talk about it with her too. Just people. I love me a workaholic. That's all I have to say.
Yes.
Because I'm a workaholic until I literally can't move, or I do nothing all day.
That's me. That's literally me too. I'm hoping I'm trying to get myself into a routine where I workaholic myself all week, but then I, legitimately take a rest day on Sunday. But, we'll see how that goes.
I would like that for you. I have a lot of projects going right now, and so it just makes me really excited constantly.
Which is also maybe not the best.
It may not be good for my health or anything, but I am enjoying myself. That's what really matters. But we do have a lot of projects, including we will be announcing this last episode. We started a Patreon. Can you believe it?
We're at that point.
Yes. At this point, nobody's in there because nobody knows it exists because I made it last night. But I'm sure once this is out, there will be at least like one person in there, probably.
Yeah.
So shout out to you. The thing I'm the most excited about, honestly, is I know that there are people who listen to us who are intimidated by Twitch, are intimidated by the Discord, or maybe even not intimidated, just aren't ready for that, don't really want that, just want to listen to us.
Understandable.
And we love you. Thank you.
We love you so much.
We love you so much.
Our little lurking listeners.
Exactly. And I'm not saying those people need to join the Patreon, but I have a feeling we're going to have a few people who we've never seen before, who we don't know yet, who we're going to learn to know.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to meet you. So if you're listening and you've been saying, I want to get involved, but all of these things look scary to me and too much, the Patreon might be for you. It is $4 a month. And we already have an audience exclusive. By the time this goes out, we might have more than one audience, or not audience, but Patreon exclusive. And so, yeah, if you decide to check it out, I hope you really enjoy it. And we're going to try to interact on there as much as we possibly can. And just so exciting.
I'm so excited.
Yes. And speaking of being excited, there's so many collections.
I know.
So many.
I know. Including Summers from Plus Life Lacquer. 1 year anniversary collection, which is what that stream partially was to celebrate the Resident Evil collection and just talk about the 1 year anniversary coming up. Like, oh my goodness. I know you did, but like, I'm just going to bring it up again. Did you see the glitter placement she did? Holy moly. Guacamole.
I will link to the post itself, the Instagram post itself, because I looked at her glitter placement on that one Manny, and I just said, at first I looked at it and I thought, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
How did she stamp that? She did, and it was glitter.
It was glitter so perfectly, so seamlessly. I've never seen anything like that before. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
And she made her logo. For those who are wondering, like, what did she make?
What did she do?
She has a little heart with a plus on it as the logo for Plus Life Lacquer, and it's pixelated, so it works for square glitters, but like just so incredibly precise. On that placement, I was blown away. And on a curved surface of a nail, like, what the heck? That's insanity.
Summer is an incredible artist.
Yes.
And an incredible perfectionist as well. And yeah, which
is what you want. Yeah, it's what you want in a polish maker, right? The eye for detail, the eye for colors. Like, I don't know. Summer always has great color combinations and everything else. So, sorry, the lizard's on the move and it distracted me.
I can see his little tail.
You gonna finally eat your salad after your buggies? Yeah. No, he's a brat. He don't like to eat his vegetables. But no, I'm really excited for the anniversary duo because it's a gray Crowley with glitter, you know, I'm a sucker for it. I love it. And plus the topper that she did the glitter placement with, which is square glitters, which I just don't have a lot of. I feel like it's a classic glitter shape that I just don't have. So I'm pumped.
She also, for her birthday, has a topper that's like a pink with multi-shaped glitters, including the square glitters.
Okay.
And that, I'm sold.
Yep. Approved. In the cart.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually so many good collections this month. And also, I have such plans for October that need purchase power that I skipped PPU.
Scandalous. You skipped the haunted history PPU? It was good. Like, I love PPU, and there were some really good polishes, but also I think last year's like spooky time theme was better. So
yes,
it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
I was thinking about that because I was wondering, why was last year so much better? And I think I know why, because as much as us in our community, especially like me and Nikki in particular, are very into like haunted history and stuff, like we already knew a bunch of the stuff that people referenced in the polishes that people are like, what is that? It's a lot easier for the polish makers to get into just a quote spooky vibes. I actually saw my Instagram story come up saying like spooky vibes, PPU. That's a lot easier to translate for the layman than haunted history. And some people did an amazing job and some people did not.
Yeah.
What did you end up buying?
I did actually end up purchasing more than usual for some reason. Hang on, let me get logged in here and see what I ordered. Oh, I think my order was bigger than usual because I did get some more sugar scrub. I'm going to try that, a PebbleSun smudge-free top coat. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I ended up getting Jen & Barry's Hell Hath No Fury because we love a green flaky. I also got Glisten and Glow's NJ Pine Barrens because I was telling Stream, I want forest greens right now. That's what I want. Granted, I won't get these for another month, but like, I still want my forest green.
Yeah.
Then I got Dom Nail Polish Traumatic Static because that's just fun. We're just having fun here.
It's so cool. That's one. Those two actually, the Pine Barrens and Traumatic Static were like kind of like, but should I?
And then the last one I got is by Monarch Lacquer, and that is the Eerie Embers because it's like a orange and black glitter. It's like a traditional looking Halloween pumpkin-y color, and I wanted one of those. So yeah, that's what I got on my wish list. Was there anything else? No, that was it. So yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to buy from this one. And also, I have a friend. He goes by Mr. Spooky13 on Instagram. And he's also on TikTok, where I think the majority of his followers are, because he is, according to the Food Network, an influencer. Because he was on an influencer season of Worst Cooks in America. But we've known each other forever. And he is constantly posting on Facebook about Lizzie Borden. For reasons, I mean, I understand them because for vibes reasons.
For vibes.
yeah. If you know him, you know. But he loves Lizzie Borden, and there were two polishes based off of Lizzie Borden, and I was really just kind of annoyed because there was one called The Walls Remember, which I know I've seen him say at some point. So I wanted to buy him one of those. Yeah. But it was a very sheer formula, kind of a topper, kind of not. I don't know how familiar he is with nail polish, and I didn't want to give him a nail polish he would just immediately fail at using. Or I don't think he'd fail at using it, but just not.
Yeah. If you don't, use nail polish regularly and understand the different formulas, it might be very disappointing to paint that on and see how sheer it is and be like, oh, this isn't great. Because I remember doing that as a kid. I had this like cool bar glitter topper that I didn't realize was a topper because I didn't understand about nail polish yet. So I painted it on and I got like 3 glitters. So it was also a bad topper, but you know what I mean? And I was just like, oh. And yeah, so indie polish is a little bit difficult to gift to someone who isn't familiar. I totally understand the dilemma there.
Yeah. And the other one could have been perfect. It was a Sassy Sauce polish, which is one of my favorite brands. Amazing formula. Sassy Sauce. It was a beautiful polish, and it was inspired by Lizzie Borden, but it was called Let Me Ask You a Question.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't think the name was particularly inspired, or like something that he would like really get excited over, just my specific friend. And I didn't really see the inspiration reflected in the polish, although the polish was absolutely gorgeous. So I just decided to pass on it.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, you know, like I did want to. So any polish makers listening, if you want to make a Lizzie Borden polish called something like The Walls Remember, or if you want to go through the Wikipedia page or watch some videos and find some deep Lizzie Borden lore to, you know, do, I think like, I think almost like, was it Cupcake Polish who did the Mothman polish?
I think so. I can see if I can verify.
With a few changes, I feel like that would have worked really well for a Lizzie Borden polish, because we've got the red flakies of like the blood, and then the silver of like the axe. Something like that, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, and yes, to confirm, Cupcake Polish did Mothman. And it's such a cool, staticky looking polish with a bunch of different metallic flakies, and it's so cool. Cupcake always knocks it out of the park.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And they love a pink with a blue shimmer, and I have most of theirs.
Yeah.
Which is so many. There's so many. So, yeah, Cupcake Polish, keep fighting the good fight out there. Also one of Jill's best friends, so... How could
they were right next to each other at PBE, and just like took up almost the entire back wall, just like dominating with their pink. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yes. So we love that, but yeah. So it was a no for me. And the same day, that freaking PBE and PPU nowadays are just
I know,
the same words.
So many acronyms.
Yeah. Acronyms. The same day that PPU opened, Starly also released their jellies collection. Yes.
You are not the only one who's interested in those, and y'all are gonna just have to tell me how it goes, because I had to make some cuts, and you know, ever since Holo Taco released their jelly formula, I'm set. I'm good. I only want their jellies. I don't want anybody else's jellies. Except for Cirque. Give me those milky jellies from Cirque and those crispy jellies from Holo Taco, and I'm good.
Yeah, that's my thing, is that, so Cirque Colors has one of my favorite, well, I kind of say it's my favorite polish of all time. I think it is. Wildberry West, which is a jelly with a shimmer and a little bit of hollow. And it has this look about it that makes your nails kind of look like they're made of polygel. And I saw the Starly jellies, and I think they're going to have a very similar effect to them, which is why I was so just dead set on getting these jellies. Because I do tend to prioritize things that I'm going to use for nail art over fun new finishes and fun new, because honestly, a lot of my funky polishes, a lot of my designer polishes just don't get used that much.
Yeah.
But I am such a jelly lover, and when Holo Taco, Christine, I know you're listening. I'd be so amazed if Christine had the time of day, and or the desire.
I'm just gonna put it into the universe and hope it comes back to me. Christine, we have a Patreon now. Hop on in.
That would be hysterical. I was like, hey guys, yeah, $4 a month. You can afford it, Christine. I paid you like $80 the other month. So.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna be dropping quite the bill on holotaco.com once that Sophia collection launches, because my plan is to get the fall creams collection plus the Sophia all at once and restock on my Peely base. It's gonna be whew.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a purchase.
It's gonna be a purchase.
I am really hoping that I love the Sophia collection.
Me too.
Because if I don't love it, I'm going to have to take a long, hard think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, sometimes even if I'm just like really into something, if I just can't see myself using it, I think that it's better for the planet, for my wallet, for everybody, that I just don't get it. Even if I love the person, even if I support one thing, they're not going to have trouble selling this collection. So
no, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I know that they don't need me. And I'm a little bit worried that it's going to have some stuff in it that I'm just not too excited about. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I'm going to love it. I'm going to love the box. I'm going to love everything. I'm going to be just as hype as I was about the jellies. And once Holo Taco releases those jellies without the holo in them, or even more with the holo in them, like, Christine, give me all your jellies.
All the jellies. All of them.
All of them.
New triple rainbow collection, but jellies.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. I would like them without holo, but, you know.
Yeah.
You do you, boo. So speaking of things that we want to buy, but also we may not be buying for various reasons, Kelly Marissa has pre-announced, I don't think we have any info quite yet, a new collab, I'm pretty sure with Orly. Well, actually, I know with Orly, because Orly also posted a teaser about it as well. And it's her little sprite from her tarot card that's in all of the things that she posted. And I love you, Kelly, my queen.
I do too, but...
I love. It's too much.
I just bought your Cirque collection. I just bought your remixed with Orly collection. Girl.
Exactly. So I'm very curious to see how this is.
Yes.
In the teaser released by Orly, there was definitely a lot of bat going on. So I'm wondering if maybe they have improved the bat situation.
Maybe, perhaps, that would be nice.
Because if they didn't, then I am definitely not buying that shade.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on bat glitters that stay in the bottle and don't come out.
I'm good on that particular bat glitter. I have enough and will always have enough. I'm very curious. Of course, I mentioned it has Bando, and he goes, "Yeah, I get it," and I'm like, "No, but
no.
maybe." But no.
Come and discuss. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit, just a little bit of burnout. And I'm just curious, just talking out of my butt here. I'm curious how the sales with her collabs are going. Not that I doubt that they're going well.
Right.
Holo Taco releases about as much as Kelly has over the summer. And that's going very well. Obviously, Christine is a much bigger nail celebrity.
Yeah.
But also, Christine has her own line, whereas Kelly is working with these different companies who, even if people aren't fans of her, they might see the polishes and be like, "Oh, I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
So I'm buying that." So I'm extremely curious. I'm extremely curious how the oversaturation of Kelly collections has been paying off.
Yeah.
Of course, I hope it's amazing.
Yeah, same here. But I would be, Holo Taco had their royalty survey not too long ago, and that was like the main thing I put in the comment box was like too many collections coming out too fast. I love it. They've all been great, but I wish we could spread them out a little bit more. Same thing with Kelly. Like, I love That Cirque collab was amazing. The remix, I've actually used the remix polishes quite a bit in a couple nail looks. But like, I just can't afford to get all the things that I want to get.
Yeah. And last year, even though I think that collection, the Halloween collection, sold really, really well, they did not sell out and did end up going on sale. So I'm so sorry, hun, but I think I might be buying it on sale this time if I buy it. Yeah. Because I would assume that this one also will, follow the same trajectory, especially since so many of these collections have been coming out. Not to say, there's nothing wrong with not selling every single thing that you've made.
Right.
And I don't think that that's a reflection on anything. But yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot.
It is.
And I'll do a lot for my queen. I would do anything for love, but I'm hesitant on this. This is my hit single.
Yeah, I've been trying to kind of pick and choose what I'm purchasing and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I got 2 polishes from the Kelly and Cirque collection. I did get both sets of the remix, which I had a little shipping issues with that. But then I went to finally buy the Mooncat polishes I wanted from the Midnight Rodeo, and Dark Horse sold out. So, so sad. Mooncat, bring it back. I know they will, but
yeah,
soon, please.
I'm gonna do it
soon. And then I saw on Instagram, Death Valley Nails has released their final collection before rebranding. So I'm very curious to see how that goes. They're going to switch to, instead of Death Valley Nails, just Death Valley. And I have a feeling they're going to kind of expand, because on their website they do sell candles and apparel and stuff like that, but in very small quantities. So I have a feeling it's going to get a little bit less nail polish focused and a little bit more broadly brand focused, which is fine, but I'm a little hesitant to see how that goes. But part of this collection was a new formula called Graphite Grits, which is made from colored pencil shavings. And me and Hillary from Mediocre Manny's were talking about it, and we're both so excited. She bought them. I haven't had a chance to pick them up yet.
I'm looking them up right now.
Yeah, no, I literally told Hillary, I was like, they could put trash in nail polish and I would be adding to cart immediately. There's something about Death Valley Nails, their ability to just put random stuff in their polish, their Dust to Dust collection, and I'm all over it. So I'm so excited.
This is so cool.
Aren't they cool? They're so
cool. Honestly, you mentioned earlier, them putting trash, which this is trash.
It's trash.
In their nail polish. And I think that that's amazing.
I love
it.
I love it.
Yes, because nail polish is going to become trash. Mm-hmm. Might as well just put, if it makes a cool nail polish, and it will not hurt us, which honestly, the chemicals in nail polish are not very hospitable.
Exactly. It is
anything.
Nothing's going to survive that. But yeah, no, Hillary and I were talking and I was like, oh my God, can you imagine a whole trash collection, Dust Bunny nail polish? And just getting gross with it. I was like, yes. And Hillary was like, stop, don't give them ideas.
So gross. This is so cool. Yeah, I had no idea what you were, seconds ago, I had no idea what you were talking about. So thank you for telling me about this.
Yes. And of course, they also make regular nail polish, but I'm going to be honest, I've never bought a regular nail polish from Death Valley. I just want the weird stuff. The one with bones in it.
I think that it's all such a great idea. So much of the stuff they do is such a great idea. It's just really taking sustainability, plant-based, things like that, just taking that to the best possible conclusion.
The weird girl conclusion. Yes.
Yeah. And just not shying away from just showing people what's in stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's great. So kudos, Death Valley Nails. I'm worried that just renaming your brand to Death Valley is going to confuse people.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Because Who else went through a big rebrand and then changed nothing? I can think of one. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I don't think it's going to be as bad as that one.
I don't think so either. So I'm excited to see the future, and I'm definitely, I'll keep you updated once I get these graphite grits and let you know how it goes.
Yeah. I have nothing but high hopes for whatever else they're planning, if they're planning cosmetics or more apparel. I'm just a little bit concerned about taking the nails out of Death Valley Nails.
Yeah.
Like, literally, this is me being Death Valley Nails' mom, being like, but are you sure you want to do this? Because when people Google Death Valley, it's just going to be Death Valley. It's not going to be your brand.
Yes, that's a good point.
Like, that's, like if you named your nail polish brand like Chicago, like,
yeah,
it's going to be pretty hard to find.
It's hard to Google that.
But I guess if you I don't know how you have Google, I don't know how you train the Google.
Yeah.
But hopefully if somebody types in Death Valley Nails, they will find you.
It'll still pop up. Yeah.
Yeah. So excited for your trajectory, but if you change your name back to Death Valley Nails, you heard me, naysay.
You heard me.
You heard me. And please, if you're listening, I don't know who owns Death Valley Nails, but if you're listening, I'm just, like I said, I completely support this. I think you're a great brand. I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
This change.
Change is scary.
Change is so scary. All right. I think we're going to take a little breaky break, oil our cutes, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some more stuff.
Yeah, we are.
Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Stephanie, and boy do I have some fun announcements. First off, as you know from the last episode and this episode, Danny and I now have a Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/twolacqueredladies, and for $4 a month, you can become a lackey. That's LACQUI, lackey. It's a great way to support the podcast and connect with us and your fellow lackeys. Plus, if you join the Patreon, you'll be thanked personally by me in the cuticle break on the next Two Lacquered Ladies episode. Also, I'm having a Subarama, so join me on Sunday, the 24th of September at 3 p.m. PST for a special stream where I entice my viewers to subscribe by offering awesome prizes and stupid stunts. There will be pickle juice, there will be shrimp, there will be dumb outfits and chaos, but also there will be 2 big giveaways. First, there will be a giveaway where you can win a $25 polish pickup gift card, plus a bag of Fanaticure and Two Lacquered Ladies swag, and a second giveaway that's just for subscribers, where you can win a $50 PPU gift card and a custom set of press-ons made by me. There will even be a physical prize for just showing up and making yourself known, so please join me Sunday, September 24th, that's this Sunday, for the Subarama of a lifetime. Stay shrimpy. All right, we are back. We are moisturized. We are inner lane thriving, which I have not been moisturized in my lane or thriving recently. Okay, I've been thriving, and I guess I've been in my lane, but I have not been moisturized. So
it's vital that you have all 3.
Yeah, you gotta have all 3, okay? Or else you're just playing. And I am just playing. If nothing else, I am just playing. We have an audience question from a secret admirer.
Yes. This question was not submitted through our normal channels. I think it was just asked in chat or something. So I'm so sorry. We don't remember who asked this.
Who are you?
But it's a good question.
Yeah. Feel free to go to YouTube and say, it was me on this episode if it was you. And then we'll say, it was you.
It was you. Thank you. So the question is, would we want to do this content creation, nail-based content creation specifically, full-time for a job?
Do you want to go first or me?
It doesn't matter. Should we flip a coin?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. I said no, because I want my content creation and painting my nails in general just to be a relief from the real world, and it would be great to monetize it. I'm not gonna lie, having a second income would be fabulous. Who wouldn't want that? But I don't want to be dependent on it, because there are times when I don't stream, when I don't make YouTube videos, which has actually been all summer this year, because I just don't feel like it, or I got other stuff going on. So to have the pressure of this is how I make my living be only from this, no, that's too much. Also, you know, I've spent all this time, money, and effort getting my education in science and working in education of science. I wouldn't want to lose that part of me. So I would always want some sort of science-based career, probably going to stay in education, to be my main source of income, my job, you know, if my day job, if you will, and then just enjoy this hobby at night.
I think that's a very wise decision. And I think it's a decision that, like, most content creators should go into content creation thinking.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, when something becomes your job, that can completely change the dynamic. Exactly.
Just end the episode there with
like, is Stephanie gonna answer that or
nah?
I'm like, look, you get what you get. Join the Patreon.
Here's Stephanie's answer.
Yeah. Christ, can you imagine fucking paywalling everything and, like, it'll stop halfway through and be like, if you want to see more, then, you know, do this microtransaction.
How to become the most hated content creators in, like, less than a month.
You guys are, what do y'all think? You want microtransactions on this podcast?
Buy our coins or whatever weird little thing we're gonna use.
Use Fanatic Gold. Or the premium currency, 2 Lacquered coins.
I love it. Okay, tangent time. I play solitaire on my iPad, using this one app. Sorry. I say this solitaire because all of the ads, because of course it has built-in ads, are for different solitaire apps. It drives me crazy. I'm like, I'm already playing solitaire. I don't need an ad for a different solitaire. And of course, this one I've been getting lately cracks me up. It's like, big text made for seniors and stuff like that. I'm like, this isn't me. I can see the cards just fine.
They're like, you're lying. You are playing solitaire on your phone.
It's so much fun though.
No, I've had a solitaire app on my phone like my entire life.
Yeah.
And I'm still a teenager, as you know.
Yes. It's calm.
No one ever has called me old in my life. No, I love that. Like, you're a senior, right? You're like, yeah. Exactly like how Facebook thinks that I'm having a baby. You're all correct.
Oh my god. Leave me alone.
Facebook, are you getting married? Are you having a baby? Are you looking to retire? No.
All
None of the above.
Just
okay, well, at one point I was getting married. Okay, so the answer to the question for me, as I think probably a lot of people could guess, is a resounding yes.
Yeah.
I really do want to do this for a living. Of course, I worry about the same things Danny worries about. I worry about it becoming a job and losing interest and being, you know, stuck and making it stressful. But so far, the more I push myself, the more content I deign to create, the more outlets I do it on, the bigger my audience gets, all that stuff. I just get so energized. And technically, I already am doing this as a full-time, part-time job. I have the brain disease where it don't work right all the time. I very easily could have ADHD. I don't know. I'll probably look more into that later. There's a lot of stuff going on with me right now. So that's something I might look into later. But I can't always do, you know, a 40-hour work week but I show up to every one of my streams. I get the podcast out unless it is just like we are literally on a trip or literally the footage does not work.
Yeah.
Like
Which
those are the times when...
happened twice now, so hopefully we're done with that.
Yeah, I really hope we're done with that. But I feel like I've proven to myself I can do this, proven to myself I enjoy doing this. I'm extremely lucky that I am not the primary breadwinner in this house, or really the breadwinner at all. I win no bread. We say that my husband and I are hunters and gatherer. He gathers the money, and then I hunt the food and other goods that go into the house.
I like that.
So yeah, I do really want to do that. I want to do that because I would just love to have a career doing something that I love, which for me is absolutely not just nail art. When this comes out, gosh, this should already have happened, but I'm making a second channel. It's not a secret because I've asked people about it. I've been talking about it. I'm making a movie review channel. Right now, I'm trying to figure out exactly how that's going to work. Well, movie review / video essay. With the writer's strikes, I'm trying to figure that out because that's what I originally wanted to do. And then I didn't want to show my face, so I thought I'll do it over nail art. Hated that. Loved the nail art. Continued with the nail art. Showed my face. And now we're full circle.
Full circle. Here we are.
And I will not be abandoning my nail art in any way. I love my nail art. I love my streams. My streams will continue to be nail art because that's what I enjoy doing and enjoy watching. And I think that it's just a really fun activity to do with the audience. And I enjoy the kind of people I've found people who are really interested in the stuff that I'm into just through the nail art community. So I don't feel a need to be like, well, I'm above this now, because I'm not, and I'm still gonna be doing my nails. So
I wish audience could see your face right now, like, duh. Like, why would I stop doing my nails?
Yeah. Through the process, though, of thinking of making this new channel and a few different projects that I'm working on as well, I've kind of realized the direction I want my main channel to go into, the Fanatic Year channel, because I was like, let's just throw everything in the same channel, because I already have so many different channels with so many different things on it that I've just made and kind of abandoned, which honestly, they're archive channels. One of them literally is Fanatic Year Archives. It's not made for growth. And the other one's Fanatic Year Gaming, which is also, although it's not called that, it is also an archive.
Yeah.
It's just the game videos that I made because I, did some tours of Subnautica bases, which I think are really fun. You should check them out if you like Subnautica, if you like game building stuff. But again, it's not something I'm looking to grow. It's not something, because that's the thing is that, Danny's like, I don't want my hobby, my fun time hobby to become my job.
Yeah.
For me, nail art is a really happy medium because a lot of people nowadays have been asking me to stream games.
Okay.
And I did stream games. And although I did enjoy streaming Subnautica when I first started, I don't like streaming games because that is my hobby.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
I think I streamed Minecraft like once or twice, and I realized same thing. Like, this is me time. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to stare at my screen, mouth gaping open, drool coming down the side, and just enjoy myself.
Dead in the face.
Dead in the face, exactly. Mute,
Talking.
just absolute heavy breathing and just playing. Slouched, horrible posture. Yeah. No makeup. Yeah.
Yeah. Zone out. This is the me time. It's the me time. So like,
this is my true form.
Yeah. This is real gremlin hours. Yeah. Okay. You get high glam, which is still not high glam, but you get medium glam. And then we take our makeup off and we go and have the real gremlin hours.
I'm very curious to see, and we don't have to include this if you don't want to. I'm very curious to see how our two different approaches to YouTube take off. I mean, granted, I need to start producing videos, but my plan is still to just keep everything on one channel and see how that goes. I think based on successful YouTubers, your plan is the more growth, like, successful one. But I don't know. It's going to be fun to, like, compare and stuff when we get there.
Well, I guess my question is, like, how varied are you planning on making your content?
Basically, I'm doing... You know how Death Valley Nails is dropping the nails so they can be whatever? I'm just Danny Shout. And it's going to be whatever I feel like. So right now, it's monthly Manny reviews. I would really like to start doing stream highlights and stuff. So both of those are very nail-centered. But I'd love to do some decluttering videos. I got to work up the courage to actually show the before.
Yeah.
I'd love to do some animal videos with my fish and stuff like that. I'd love to do travel vlogs once we travel again. Yeah, stuff. So just me, just everything.
I think because, like, for Fanatic here, I'm definitely my way that I am curating that channel right now is informational videos.
Yes, and they're great. Like, you've done a good job. I have not watched the latest one yet because I want to, like, be awake for it. I've been dead all week.
I appreciate that.
But I'm really looking forward to the connecting with your audience. Like, the thumbnail alone, just, you've got a brand. And it's so good. Like, you know your brand. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for that channel, and the fact that I'm splitting makes me even more excited. Things that I want to do on that channel are both nail and stream.
Yeah. And
other informational things. So I think that's going to work. And I think that your content, even though you would like to vary it more, is going to be... Like, my big thing is, like, there's going to be, like, Twitch tips and, like, this and that, and then, like, intense movie review video essays. And I'm like, those are different.
Yes. Yeah. No, I feel you. Because your Twitch stuff ties perfectly into the nail stuff because that's what you primarily stream. So it still all fits that Fanaticure brand. Totally makes sense. But then to switch formats all of a sudden... Whereas my formats are basically, they're all vlog style where I'm just talking about things. It's very mediocre, Manny.
Yeah, I would say whatever. Like a lifestyle
channel. There's the term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going like lifestyle, I'm going educational.
Yeah.
And then I'm going educational in a different way. And also the other thing is that I used to be like, oh, I'll do my nails at the same time. And now there's nothing I want to do less in those videos than my nails at the same time. So I don't want it'll be hard for people who don't know me to like really understand what the hell is going on my channel.
Right.
And then the people who do know me will be like, there's no nails here.
Yeah. Like, where are the nails though?
Where are the nails though? Like, I am gonna show off in these videos, like almost everything I talk about is gonna be something I've done a Manny about.
Right.
But
makes sense.
So I'll show pictures.
Yeah.
But like I've done the voiceover over a Manny before. I hate it. I hate filming myself doing Mannies. Yeah. I hate all of that. And now that I'm more comfortable in front of the camera and that I have these people like Jenny and Wendigoon really showing me that you can do this.
Yeah.
You can do this. And not only is it going to be okay, but like that's what you prefer to watch.
Right. So there you go. So produce what you want to watch, right? That's like the biggest advice that new streamers, new YouTubers get is like, make the content you want to watch. It's good. It's good advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I commend you for like realizing that and just going for it. You know what I mean? It's so easy to pigeonhole yourself and you don't need to do that. Be free.
Thank you. I've always dreamed. I've always been a movie reviewer, either just to my mom in my house and to anyone I speak to, whether they like it or not. So it was a really natural idea to go from there to there. And then once I started kind of thinking with portals from YouTube, I've started to have so many ideas for the main channel, so many ideas for this new channel. And hi. Editing Stephanie here. Enjoy this really awkward cut. Anyway, so we just went on a big tangent. It might be in the podcast. It might not be. But yeah, I am worried about the burnout, but I think that because I'm not the main breadwinner of my house, I don't need the money yet.
Yeah.
That puts me in a really good position to grow slowly, naturally, on my own, our own terms. Keep the stress low for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I would not be able to live with myself if I saw you on one of your weekends where you are just stressed beyond measure. And I was just like, we gotta get this podcast out, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I couldn't do that to you. I couldn't do that to anybody, but I couldn't do that to you specifically.
Thank you. Even though, and that's, I think, the heartbreaking thing for me is I'd want to. I've been missing a lot of streams lately, and I'm starting to become okay with just streaming once a week because that's what I can handle in my schedule right now. But it makes me sad. I want to do more of my hobby and less of my job and school. But that's just how life is right now.
That kind of morphs into the end game of my goal, because here is my goal. My goal is to first sustain all of this, the podcast, the podcast doesn't take a lot to sustain. So sustain the podcast, because sustain the stream, whatever. Of course, then get some money myself. And then I would like to drag everybody with me into full-time content creation hell.
Take us with you.
I want to take you with me.
Put me in that handbasket. Drag me to nail hell.
Thank you. Yes, I will. I will, actually. Because, I know a lot of people personally in my personal life who have so many talents to give. There's a lot of people I would love to hire who I plan on hiring, whether they know it or not, if I ever have the chance to.
Yeah.
I would love, and also my husband has been working so hard for us for so long. I would really, really love to let him, take a break from work or lower his workload, things like that. I just really want to be able to give back to my husband, who's given me just absolutely so much. And that's a thing that I think a lot of people don't fully understand about content creation. And not to get up on my soapbox here, but it's extremely hard to have a job, make content, have that become your full-time job without something.
Right.
Even Mr. Beast. So it's not like he was fabulously wealthy when he started. If you don't know who Mr. Beast is, he's one of the biggest YouTubers on YouTube. He is practically married to the platform. He is the one who is on top of the trends. So if you're into YouTube, it's a good idea to at least follow the commentary around Mr. Beast, if not following him himself, because he's just got his finger on the pulse, whether you like him or hate him. Yeah. He's got his finger on the pulse of YouTube. He is absolutely just a YouTube genius. But he started off with $3,000 that he reinvested and reinvested and reinvested, and whatever he made, he reinvested. But at the beginning, he was living with his parents. Yeah. And, presumably eating the food at their house and things like that. And that might not sound like a lot, but it is literally everything. Yeah. Yeah.
You got to take care of those basic needs first. Have a support system built in, yeah. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah. Oh, no, thank you. And so people like Hillary, people like Kelly, people like Simply, who still has a job, I think.
Oh, yeah. I know. So Ben officially retired, and Christine is on just a really long break. I forget. There's a word for it that I forget.
A sabbatical.
Sabbatical, that's it. Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because I know she loves her job. And, like you were saying, you don't want to just...
You don't want to lose that part of you that you worked so hard to build. Yeah. Yeah. As amazing as it would be to be a famous YouTuber, wow, what a fantasy. And for so many people, the reality is you don't want to lose reality.
All right. I think that's enough for today, Danny. I think we need lunch.
I think we need lunch very badly. Thank you all so much for listening. Please check out our YouTube channel and leave a comment with your favorite moment, a story to share, and of course, any questions you'd like us to answer in future episodes.
Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube.
And Patreon.
I am Fanaticure. Oh, and Patreon! And also our Patreon, patreon.com/2 Lacquered Ladies. I know that's hard to remember, but I believe in you. All of our links are in the description, including the one for the Patreon. Join us next time when we release our Kelly and Marissa collab.
Stay lacquered.